Hi, and welcome to Wind Down Wednesday. You might be feeling some of the wonderful energy that's already flowing. There is already the spirit of Christmas. There's that spirit of excitement, the spirit of giving, the spirit of joy, of longing for peace, whether it's feeling like, gosh, I just want to get some peace at home because I'm going to be having a lot of family encounters, or maybe there's stress about getting projects done before the end of the year. Well, there's no need for that. This is not the time to be stressing out. The reason why it's of utmost importance that you don't stress out right now is because we are setting the stage for next year. And if you're not sure how that's going to happen, stay tuned. So I want to say hello, Isaac. Hello, good afternoon. I don't know if you're excited. I bet you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Merkaba portal. Merkaba portal begins on December 12th. It goes through and completes on the solstice. So if you're in the winter solstice or the summer solstice, Merkaba portal ends there. The thing about Merkaba portal is this is the time where we get a spiritual tune-up. We get to go to the next level. And it means even if you were at like a 10, it's going to bump you up to like a 13, 15 without even doing anything. However, when you're intentional, then you're able to really bump it up. And it's important that you take the time to stay in that positive zone, stay in that good vibes only. If you stay in that intentional mindset, then you're laying the groundwork for a spectacular new year. And it really is something that simple, that amazing. But by being aware of your thoughts, of what's happening, you're going to have greater clarity. Now, I will say sometimes there are other cosmic events that occur, like Mercury retrograde. In fact, Mercury goes retrograde on the 13th. And the thing about going retrograde on the 13th, we're already feeling a lot of the pre-shadow. So that's not, that's, that can be a little disruptive. However, by working with the retrograde, you're going to be able to figure out, wow, this feels kind of off, or this isn't quite right, or I want to change this. And so that's great. Think about that. Think about the stuff that you want to change so that you can stay positive. Like maybe your affirmations have been slipping. Maybe you haven't been doing your gratitude journal. Maybe you're not staying focused on your intentions. Well, those things can sway you. Those can put you off your balance, off your focus. And so knowing your intention and staying aligned with it will really, really help. The other interesting thing today, Neptune went direct. Neptune went direct today. So you might be feeling a little lightheaded. You might be feeling a little emotional because remember, Neptune is able to stir up that stuff. He looks at things differently. He takes different approaches. So it might be something that you absolutely forgot about, but now you're seeing it with fresh eyes. So let's just have an overall look on what's going on. Let's look at some cards and see, what's happening for this December. If you've already watched the December astrological sign reading, would you let me know in the comments, please? Let me know that you've, read through it. I'm looking for my water. I don't know what I do with my water. Please put in the messages if you watched the December astrological sign reading and if it made sense. If you were like, yep, okay, I know how I'm going to apply that. The other thing I want to know is, do you know what your moon sign is and what your rising sign is? I'm curious about that. Isaac watched it. Excellent. Isaac, did you feel like, I get how I'm going to apply it. I know what I'm doing. I'm good. Because I thought it was interesting. I do when I'm doing a reading or when I'm doing this, like I'm in the zone. And then I'll go back and rewatch it. And it's amazing. Like, really? Where did that come from? I know it wasn't me. I totally know it was someone else. Wow. Okay, if you've already watched this, if you already watched the reading, Isaac, you're going to know what I'm talking about. The card crown. I told you, you were going to know what I was talking about. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hi Christy. Hi Meg. Hi Cindy. Oh, how funny is this? So, the crown energy, I feel it's all about this month. I feel the crown is really to accept your worthiness, accept your power, accept your confidence, accept that you have courage, lean into your gifts, lean into you're capable and worthy. And I feel like when you lean into that, remembering to wear your crown, you show up differently. You show up to manifesting differently. You show up in every which way. You show up differently. So if you can, um, it would be really important to stay in that zone. Stay in that zone of empowerment, of knowing that you can do this. There are other incredible energies afoot. And whenever we have cosmic energies at play, sometimes it can throw you off. When you know your soul, when you trust your intuition, you are able to know it's not even me. Like I'm an empath, I'm picking it up off someone else. Or you'll know I'm feeling like, as an empath especially, you might be feeling Mother Earth. You might be feeling that energy of her feeling a little weighted down, or maybe there's a storm that's been working and you might be feeling frustrated and angry, but it's really a storm that's coming your way, or that you're picking up on, even on the other side of the world. It really shows how in tune you are. Sometimes you're so in tune, but you don't realize it. When you're trusting that gut instinct, you can say, you know what? It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. Doesn't matter their logic. I know what I'm feeling. And when you have that confidence, that's when you're able to manifest, because you trust that insider wisdom that your angels are providing you. I can do this. I can work with this energy. You might feel like, I don't know why I'm going to stop, but I'm going to stop. I'll share with you. I love, love, love Starbucks Thanksgiving blend coffee. I love it. It is my absolute favorite. It is only around for like 3 weeks in November, and the stores sell out of it very, very quickly. So I have been going since October, when they had the fall blend and they said it was going to be coming out any day. I would go back, and they didn't have it. And then it was like on November 1st, it came out, and I would buy everything that they had, because I know it becomes very slim pickings. Well, they've been out. They ran out before Thanksgiving even hit. But I still go and ask. You just never know. You just never know. So today, after bar class with my daughter, I just had a feeling I'm going to run through that Starbucks on the way home. It's a different Starbucks. It's one I don't normally go to. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go. And it was a strong feeling. Now, I could have said, you know what? I don't need to go. I don't need something else. I don't need to go get that coffee. I just had a great workout. I don't need a latte. Or I could feel like I got so much to do. I just need to get home. However, I trusted my intuition. And you know where the story goes. Guess how many bags they had? I want you to write down. I want you to tune in. Trust your intuition. Figure out. I want you to ask your angels. Tell me, how many bags did they have? How many bags did the Starbucks today have of that they offered me of Thanksgiving blend coffee? I want to hear. So yeah. Cindy watched her astrological sign today. Nice. I like Donna's guess. I like Meg's guess. Donna's guessing 27. Meg guessed 9. Isaac 4. Nice. Thank you for trusting your intuition. Christy 6. Okay, now I want you to take a cleansing breath and then sigh out. I want you to get really grounded, meaning feel the roots growing out of the bottom of your feet, reaching down into the earth. going all the way down to the center core, finding its way to this wonderful, warm, inviting little log cabin that has a nurturing hearth and fire brewing. And taking from that warmth, that love, that unconditional love, let that flow up through the roots that you've created, all the way, sparkling, dazzling, all the way up your legs, up through your torso, up through your neck, up, up, up over your head, soaring higher and higher into the sky, into the heavens where all the stars are twinkling and sparkling, where you are connecting with your angels, your spirit guides. All the wonderful celestial helpers are right there. And then let them shower you with sparkles and stars of silver, of gold, of copper, shiny, blingy stars. And allow this beautiful, grounding, loving, high vibe energy to swirl all around you, all within you, and all through you. And now, very clearly, and you're allowed to change your answer, you're allowed to stay, but ask your angels, how many bags did they offer Trisha? And write the first number that you hear. You will intuitively sense a number. You're going to intuitively know a number. And if it's the number you already heard, keep it. What I love about this is how much closer, someone did get it, by the way. But when we take a moment and we practice that grounding, and it's an easy peasy thing, it will become a habit for you. When I was doing commercials or doing voiceovers or going in for an audition, I would get really nervous. Like I was hot mess nervousness. And so I would have to get really quickly grounded. And I would instantly go into that space, imagine the roots, go into the house, pull up that love, that light energy, warmth, and then send it up through me, up into the sky, up into the heavens, up into the stars. And I feel like my angels were like lassoing all of these stars and then like, woo, and sending them down. And I would just like bask in it. And all of this is literally happening within one cleansing breath. I would literally go, and I'm ready. It happens that fast. Now, the reason why I was asking about it is because you see where all of a sudden you were able to shut out all of the distractions, all of these other things. The answer is 5. So like Meg, even though you guessed 15, look at how you were already on it. You were already like, yes, you got the 5. Isaac, congratulations. You actually got the right number. I'm going to pull a card for you. Congratulations. Thank you everyone for playing along. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about your numbers. So hang on one second. Oh, Isaac. It's interesting. I feel a lot of the different energy that's like kind of sparkling off my fingers still, because we just went into that. Thank you. It was interesting because it was almost like it was cleansing. Isaac, I feel like there's someone that's passed that's also trying to talk with you. I feel like if you just want to invite them to visit you in your dreams, it feels like a grandpa. It feels like a masculine, loving energy. Anyway, your card is control. You are always in control. You are able to control the situation, control your energy, control your thoughts, control your manifesting, control what you believe in. It doesn't matter what other people are trying to get you to do or to think or whatever. Stay in control. Your control matters. And I also feel like there is something that it just feels like you've seen so many people out of control, like out of their emotions, or they're just not handling things, or they're worrying about things. Well, you know what? It's a choice if you want to worry about something. And we know when we're worrying about something, it only brings more things to worry about. So you're doing a superb job being in control, and you're being asked by your angels to stay in control. So, Christy, I'm glad you stayed with 6. I don't know that they didn't have another one back there somewhere that they just didn't realize, or it had already been open. So it's fine that you were staying with 6, but had they had 6, yes, I would have absolutely bought them. And Donna, I love that you had the 1 and 4, because when you think about it, the 1 plus 4 does equal 5. And when we're working with numerology, we always add it together and break it down. How amazing is that? So, Cindy, I love how close you were. I love that. I love that you were thinking of the 13, because when I look at it, it's really the 1 plus 3. And I know that you were coming up with 4. And so you were very, very close. And the thing is, it's always important to trust your intuition. And the more you start speaking out on it, whether you're right or wrong, yes, if you nailed it, you feel a little bit better. You're like, oh yeah, I got this. Yeah. And so you have that sense of, okay, I'm going to trust again. I know what that feels like. It's also wonderful to know what it felt like to be wrong. Like, it's one of those. So one thing I do to continuously just strengthen my intuition, when I'm playing, one of the games on my phone is called Wordscape. And you have to choose, there are 3 packages to choose from. And it's usually like you get one gift over here, or you get all of these coins over here, or sometimes you get like a sparse number of coins. And I will have a sense, don't point to that one because it's the sparse amount of coins, but I've already touched it because my attention was drawn to it, but I wasn't patient. I didn't wait it out. And it's interesting when I have the 3 little presents pop up and I take that cleansing breath, how I get it. I get the most abundant present that is open. So the more you start playing with your intuition, and there are more of these ideas in my intuition course, but the more you start building on it and playing with it, the more confident you become in it. The more confident you are in your intuition, the more you just have a chillaxed life. You just are not spazzing out. And I can tell you from a previous spazzer, like, I literally was a worry wart. I literally would tell you, you shouldn't be worried about it because I can worry about it better. So you just tell me what's on your mind, sweetheart. I'll worry about it for you. So knowing your intuition, knowing how you communicate with your angels and your guides, knowing that you're confident in your insight, in your divine wisdom, it empowers your soul. It helps you know how to communicate with your pets. If your pet needs to go to the vet, it helps you communicate with your angels, especially if you have a problem with someone, if you are trying to overcome something. Trusting your intuition is imperative. And the thing about the Merkaba portal is it's going to help you lay the foundation. It's going to heighten your intuition, lay the foundation for next year, but it also helps give you a spiritual tune-up. So for those of you that follow me on Instagram, you saw where I said, what about, would you be interested in, I found a masterclass that I had done, and it's what I practice every December. Every December I do this. And I'm going to make it available for $12. And it's literally, you get to watch the masterclass, but you also are going to get an updated version of all of my notes. And, like, I have a journal that I have handwritten on what I do, so I can just follow along. I literally do this every December because I want to make sure I'm coming into the new year and in the right mindset, in the right spirit space, in the right physical, just the whole picture. And so you might be going along thinking, well, you know what? I got this. I'm feeling pretty good. So you can always step back and ask your angels, is there something I'm overlooking? Is there something? Because we give people the benefit of the doubt. we logically want them to be right, and we can be missing something hugely. And it's to the point where I actually will even ask someone that I love or trust, and trust, hey, are you noticing anything? Am I overlooking anything? And you can do that too. You could just make sure that you are communicating with your angels correctly, that maybe there's someone who acts like your friend and they're really not your friend. Maybe they're a frenemy. And you don't have to drop them, but it's just be in the right mind space to interact with them. That's all I'm asking. And maybe you have someone that's, maybe you have a family member that you are worried about. You just want to bless them. They might not be in the best headspace or whatever. Well, you can work with angels. And if you're worried about that, that's going to be part of your foundation that you're taking into the new year. And that's something you don't want to take into the new year. You don't want to bring a lacking energy into the new year, even if it's regarding someone else. So that's why I'm like, let's make sure that you are staying clear of that. Okay, so I'm going to pull a card, and I want you to write down in the comments, please, what you feel. What message pops out when you see this card? What message do you intuitively get? I'll write down on a piece of paper too. So it'll be quiet when we pull the card. It's thinking about it. Okay, ready? Write down what you feel. What is the first message that you get? And good night, Cindy. I hope you feel better. Okay, I'm going to write down what I got too. Okay. Isaac got surrender. Nice. Christy got hope. Meg, when you just know and you go with it. No questions asked. Love it. I love it. Okay, so this is what I got. Stay wild, believe in yourself, and ancient alchemy. And the reason why, when I was holding up like this and I was seeing there was something about her eyes that kept communicating. And part of your instincts are that more of the primal energy that think about animals, how they go off their instincts. They are instinctually able to climb that tree. They're instinctually able to know how to have babies. They just have instincts about staying away from, veering away from such and such. And it's that instinct that you don't even have to give thought to. What I kept getting though is the third eye will lead you through all those lifetimes, through the Akashic records, through the experiences, so that you're able to pull it in and do something with it. So excellent job, by the way. Excellent, everybody. Excellent. Okay, Isaac had a card. Since we have Christy and Meg on, and Donna, Christy, and Meg. So Christy, here's a card for you. Oh, goodness gracious. It fell out. Christy, where'd you go? I don't know where your card went to. Maybe I could feel it fall down. Okay, Christy, I don't know where that card went to, but I'm still pulling another card. And remember, Facebook is going to be not going to be going live on Wednesdays on Facebook much longer, just because of I want to make sure that we can always stay in contact. So it will be just on YouTube on Wednesday nights. So definitely in the new year. Oh, thank you, Isaac. It's my Goddess Unleashed deck. So, with the four personalities in the intuition course, I talk about the four archetypes instead of calling you the goddess personality. So, instead of the goddess of order, you would be the archetype of order. So, it's very gender neutral or appropriate. I don't know. It just, everyone can apply it. Christy? It's interesting. I did not see the card that fell. Okay, Christy. Yes. Wow. Everyone's going to want Christy's card. Manifest. Wow, babe. Wow. The reason why this is such a big wow, look at the stars. This is a very powerful time with stars. We have the Geminid meteor shower that's going on. The peak days are the 13th and the 14th, but you can go out now and actually see shooting stars if the sky is clear. I do feel like this is saying that everything is perfect timing for you to be manifesting. I feel the way she looks at you, it's like, girl, if you don't know that you're worthy, you better accept it because you are. I feel like if you can incorporate this purple, this violet into your clothing, whether it's in your panties, in your jewelry, just in your socks, I don't care, but apply it and stay aligned with that high vibration. I especially feel like the Merkaba portal, remember it begins on the 12th, which is also the new moon. There's something else on the 12th. It's new moon in Sagittarius, and the Merkaba portal begins and the gateway begins, and it closes on the solstice. But I feel like if you will really pay attention to your intuition, to taking action, stay aligned with what you desire, daydream about it already manifested, I really feel like this is a very fortuitous time for you. It feels spectacular, actually. So, and when you have one of those cards, so there are four different the four goddesses and their personalities, they each have like 10 cards or so many cards. And then maybe it's 8. You think it's 8? And then there are, I can't do math right now. But then there are the other goddesses that bring in energy that also have messages. And she was one of like the upper goddesses of the sky that truly reigns and is really helping, and like she means it. So for her to say that, she means it. Okay, so yay. Oh, nice. Janice couldn't comment on I have no idea why it wouldn't let you, sweetheart. I don't know. But nice. I like how you got instincts to take care of yourself. And I do agree with that. Yes. Okay, so all right, sorry. Okay, Meg. Okay, so that was for Christy. Okay, Meg. I know, and then he looks at me like he's upset because he was digging his nails into my arm. And when I take a cleansing breath like that, Meg, I'm just going into your energy. I'm just aligning with your energy. Oh, yours did fall out. Hang on. And I can actually see it. Nice. Meg, this is a very fertile time. This would be the time, like if you wanted to get pregnant, this is the time to get pregnant. If you want to birth a new idea, this is the time. It could even be, I just want to think about a bunch of different ideas. If you do that, write them all down, put them in someplace safe. I like using index cards, and I get the old time, think about old school index box. And I like having that because that way I can flip through it. And if I'm ever stuck, or if I have writer's block, or if I just want some more motivation, inspiration, I can go to that. So this fertility is really all across the board. It's having fertile grounds. It's having fertile ideas. It's having fertile blessings, like an abundance of blessings. So this would be the time. How would you want to apply that? What areas of your life would you like that? Now, this also means you have a lot of spirit guides that are around you that will help you. So if you would like extra angels to help you working on something, they're here for you. You have very fertile grounds in every way you can imagine, especially like in your cheering section. So I'm excited. I'm not sure how you're going to use it, but it would be, if grounds are fertile, bring in more clients, bring in more customers, bring in more connections, so use it, use it, use it. And I would ask angels to reveal additional ways to use it. And I would write that down. Keep like a journal of that, of your different ideas. Yeah. Good. Meg says baby's too old, but you use notebooks. It would also be watch if you have pets, if they're not spayed or neutered, watch that. It would be a time of fertility of those around you as well. So very, very good. Okay. So Donna, and then Janice. And then if I forgot anybody, tell me. So we've done Christy, we've done Isaac, we've done Meg. This is Donna. Donna, I feel like there's been an angel playing with your hair. I feel like you know what I'm talking about. And I feel like it's your mom. Even though, we're saying it's an angel, I feel like your mom is saying she's an angel. I mean, she is an angel. But I do feel like your mom has been whispering in your ear. I'm not sure what she's been sharing. So for me, when I have someone that's passed, not an angel communication, but it's a loved one that's passed, they're like right here in my right ear. The other thing is they get a little too close, like they're kind of like in my ear. Whereas my angel messages, I know, come like from here or all around. When I have a fairy greeting, I get like this bubble of love. It's like you can, like a bubble like that. And it just feels like I have hearts all around and I feel happy and joyous with the message. So that's how that communication feels. So the more you start working with this, the more you trust your intuition, the more you're able to identify. And remember, it's going to be unique to you. It is going to be unique to you. Okay, so Donna. Okay. Okay, baby. Ooh. What is there to release? Let it go. You don't have to hold on to it. Let it go. I feel like the release is coming from control, like worrying about other people that they just aren't going to budge. Like it's, you know what's best. You do know that. You intuitively know what's best as well. And this is saying, just let it go. Just don't overthink it. Just give it to angels. Really release it to the angels. And it's also, what other things can you release to the angels? Because if you're holding on to something, they can't do it. And I know I'm guilty of that. Like I'll give it to my angels and then, okay, you've done such a good job, I'll take it back. And you just have to go through that process of really releasing it, take it back, release it. And then one of these times you're just not going to take it back and it will be resolved. But I feel like this is going to be a very wonderful new year for you. I do feel there's a lot of change coming for you and all the positive things. I feel like there's a sense of relief that is also coming. Like, I just feel like you're not worrying about something and it just feels like, okay. And it's like a new zest on life. It's a new faith, a new hope, a new confidence, a new belief, a new confidence. So anyway, it feels fabulous. Okay. And Janice. Janice, I feel like you're still in that mode of going. I feel like you're going to be able to take a breath soon. It just feels soon. I don't feel like you're quite there yet, but I do feel like soon. I feel like you're very much picking up on all of the retrograding energy. Remember, we're still in Chiron retrograde. I would love for you to watch my videos on working with Chiron retrograde. Please apply that. The one is 5 ways to work with Chiron energy, and the other one is how to something about There were 2 videos, watch them, please. I feel like there's a lot of healing that you're already doing. I feel like you've been in the process of doing it, and it just feels like it's gonna take off that extra blockage. It's gonna, like, just release some things that have been under lock and key since you were a little girl, actually. Okay. Oh, I hear you. Yeah. Yes. You have fairies that are, like, nipping at my hand, like, playing. It's like they're stomping. Oh, babe, instincts. This was one of those cards that was pulled earlier. And I do agree with this. I absolutely agree with this. I do feel like you're going to instinctually know when to say no or when to say yes or when to draw that line. I feel like the more you trust that gut knowingness, the more confident you're going to become, the more courage you're going to have, the more you're going to step into your own self worth. I feel like you've been doing the work and I feel like it's being honored and I feel like it's being seen, but it feels like this is that last little shove to get you up and over. It just feels like there's been a little bit of a hump and this really literally is going to get you up and over. I also feel like you have had a lot of your spirit guides communicating. And remember, when you need sleep, sweetheart, you can tell them, hey, I'm human. I need to go night night. So let's talk about this tomorrow. So please make sure you do that. Please make sure. Okay. Sean, oh, sweetheart, I can't see your name very well. Shanae, am I saying that right, babe? Shanae? And thank you. You said please. How sweet of you. Thank you. I think that's your name. I think. Okay. Am I saying it wrong? I like to say your name just to get in your vibration a little bit easier. I mean, I can connect, but when I'm saying it correctly, it's just that's when it's easier for loved ones to come through too. Okay. It's it could be Sean. Sorry. Okay. So I don't know what this means. I keep getting oddly. So the things I'm getting around you, oh good. Yay, thank you. I'm getting like a rock. It looks like a rock in Ireland. It feels like I'm like over in Europe. It feels like there's a rock that's over in Europe, and I feel like it has significance to you. And I feel like that is it's important. I don't know why. Why is the rock so important? I don't know. But I do feel like it is. And I also feel like there has been some misjudgment of you and your gifts and your talents, like it's not being honored, it's not being recognized. And it's just like someone who is doing great, great, great. And then someone comes in and it's like, you're never going to make it doing that. Well, yeah, you are. Yes, you are. But I need you to stay in that zone. Now, oh, wow. Okay, babe. This is why this card jumped out and it's difficult for me to hold. Loyal. This is saying, babe, you got to be loyal to yourself. You must be loyal to your dreams. You are authentic and original, and there's only one of you. And that's for good reason. Because the way you do things, the world needs your spin on it, your take on it, the life you breathe into whatever you're doing. So here's the thing, like you could be teaching history, I could be teaching history. We both would be teaching the same information, but we have our own way of doing it. We have our own secret sauce. And your secret sauce has been squelched for far too long. I also feel like too many people have been trying to, like too many cooks in the kitchen. It's like that. So you've not been quite honoring your knowingness. Like you are intuitive and you do have that knowingness, but you're allowing other people to sway you or just, kind of like gently nudge you off your path. And now I feel like you're getting back onto your path. And this is the time, by the way. And thank you, Donna. Thank you, baby. Totally. You rock as well. And thank you, Janice. It is important that you hear it. This is really, really important. And I do feel like, oh my gosh, 2024 is just going to be like, okay. So what are you saying, sweetie? Okay. So It's the time rock from It's the time rock from the house in your dreams. Oh, nice. Oh, that's so exciting. Wow, it's got a pull. I feel like have you lived there before in a past life? Do you know? Do you know if, what the significance is? Because I feel like there's I don't know, it just feels like there is a strong connection. I'll tell you something else I'm getting. So you know how the Plymouth Rock. Remember how there was a rock that was supposed to mark where the Mayflower came over and landed on Plymouth? Well, I remember going to see it and getting the giggles because it looks like Plymouth Pebble now, but it's because it's been rolled around and moved so many times. Okay, so the reason why I'm saying that is because that rock started someplace else. The rock that's coming to you sincerely is communicating with you. Like it's your home. Like the home of your heart. Like it's there is a deep, deep connection. Just like when we hold a crystal and we're programming in our vibe within the crystal. I swear you're programmed into this rock. Oh, I agree. I agree that you're going to be moving there. Yeah. Did I show the right one? Yeah. Yes. I absolutely agree you are. So I would be very particular on the rest of this year, like especially when you want to, if you know when you want to move into the house. Okay. So let's say you're feeling sooner rather than later. I don't want you to think logically. I want you to really truly think with your heart, like let your heart guide you. And it yeah, I feel like no matter what, you should be doing this. I mean, you have free will. You can do whatever you want. But I would love for you to already put in the emotion of the joy from moving into there. I would love for you to use this new moon in Sagittarius that's coming up next week on the Merkaba portal. And 1212 is the strongest. There's going to be more that I talk about on it, but that is really the strongest time because it gives you that spiritual upgrade. And when you have the spiritual upgrade, then you're able to hear your fairies, you're able to talk to your angels, to already align with the spirit guides that help you be at the right place at the right time so that you can move into that house faster. It's like moving blockages out of the way. They just disintegrate because you're already aligned with receiving. That's where I'm meant to go. That's where I'm meant to be. And that's what I feel like it's going to be happening. Yeah. So, oh, you're welcome, sweetheart. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Hello, Z. Hello. Sure. Hello, baby. Oh, uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Um, will you get enough charity funding to sustain your new apartment, please? See, let me tell you, I want you to accept that you can have money come from other ways. Don't limit your angels how to pull in money. Allow it to flow. Listen, y'all are going to be sick and tired of me saying this, but when I was a single mom of 6 kids for 15 years, I just believed the money was going to flow. La, 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 la. I had that blind faith. And wow, did it flow? I mean, I can't tell you how it came. It's illogical. It's like, how did you manifest that? It might be in the 11th hour sometimes, but it still flowed to me. So here's the thing. You can talk to the angels of the apartment, talk to the fairies of the apartment. I mean, truly, I I built a 4,000 square foot home. And think about that. Think about that. And I had no normal income. Like how was this manifested? Logically makes no sense. And I don't get caught up in those nuances either. I'm a goddess of optimism. And so I just don't go there. It doesn't even register. I would love for you to really, do you know which goddess personality type you are, Z? Thank you. Yeah, babe, you're ready for this. I really feel like if you will get unstuck from telling your angels how to bring in the money's going to flow in wonderful ways. You might suddenly be inspired to write a little vignette and suddenly have tons of sales. You might suddenly have inspiration to it feels like you're going to have a chance meeting and it's going to open up a door for you. I really want you loving yourself. I really feel like we have some heart, work to do. babe, you got to be confident in you because you matter. Accept you matter. Accept you're worthy. Be confident in knowing you are worthy of miracles. Miracles happen all the time. You are ready for it. You're ready to receive miracles. You're ready. So please open up to that. Be very, oh, I see. You're very analytical. I'm guessing you're a goddess of order. So here's the thing. A goddess of order is one of the most intuitive. However, she's also talks herself out of it, talks herself out of the blessings, out of your instincts. Instincts are a natural part of you. So the more you trust that and tune into that, the more you do find yourself at the right place at the right time. However, working with angels will absolutely help you. Goddesses of order usually works a little bit better with mermaids simply because they go with the flow. They go really deep. They are able to really get into those murky waters and still find clarity. And so I do feel like you're going to be able, if you will, just go out on a limb. You have everything to gain and nothing to lose. So be confident in the choices you make. Be confident in giving it to your angels and be confident that they've got your back. Yeah. Okay. And Angelina. Yay. And then this will be the last card tonight. We are going around. We're going to talk about the excitement next week. Next week excitement. If you're not on my email list, please be on my email list. Please sign up for that, especially because you will have first dibs on the December masterclass for $12 and my cheat sheets. Personally, I like my cheat sheets. You can watch the masterclass. I do like it, but the cheat sheets totally worth it. Mm-hmm. I like it when a card jumps out and I can tell when one's about to jump out because of the thickness of the deck as I'm shuffling it. Yeah. Yeah. Woo! Cooperate. Oh, cooperate. This means cooperate with your angels. It means cooperate with, sometimes we don't realize that we're working against us. We're working, what I hear is like, cooperate with your angels is the loudest. Cooperate with being a little more patient. Cooperate with the timing. Be more as a co-creator versus pushing. And I feel like when you're running so hard, you're not giving much room for the blessings and the miracles to catch up for that divine timing. It really feels like a matter of divine timing, babe. It really, really does. It just feels like I feel like you're a really good dreamer, and I feel like you get excellent communication in your sleep. I would ask angels to help remind you and then journal that in the morning. Write down any of the symbols, any of the messages, anything, write that down. I also feel like sometimes you get so distracted that you put yourself last. And I want you to put yourself first. Can you do that for the next several days? Once the Merkaba portal begins, I want you really doing that 12 minutes for you every day. Commit to 12 minutes every day. And my cat is agreeing. Absolutely. He just looked up. He absolutely agrees. Hello, Karen. Hello, gorgeous. I'm trying to comment. There you go, baby. Hello. Hello. Well, I'm doing we're moving over just to YouTube because Facebook has just not been very friendly. And I don't know why. It just seems like all of the electrical challenges and the problems it causes. So starting in January, I'm only going to be on the Wind Down Wednesday on the 2:00 on Instagram and then the 8:00 on YouTube. So I'm glad you're here. Okay, Karen. I feel like you've kind of been taking a break from working with your fairies and working with your angels. And I would like you to just, even if it's slowly, but I want you to be intentional about working with them. Especially, we know that the Merkaba portal, if you have no intention set, you're still going to get that spiritual upgrade. I would love for you to not only have that spiritual upgrade, but be intentional about it so that you are really opening to the guidance provided, because I feel like there's still these out there threads and I want you to be able to pull them in. And these out there threads would be money making ideas. I feel like you have three different money making ideas that you haven't quite pulled in. I feel like there are a lot of other loose ends, and I feel like that's where you're going to get a lot of clarity. But I do want you, oh, goodness gracious. Oh, interesting, sweetheart. Actually, two cards did fall out for you. And the first one, rest. And that's very, very telling. That's very telling. So I want to make sure when you're making time for you that you're actually getting some good sleep, like giving your worries over to angels. One thing that helps is by making a list before you go to sleep and putting it in your journal. Just write everything that you have weighing on your mind into the journal and say, dear angels, please handle all this, and just let them take care of it. You'll have solutions when you wake up, but you'll also find that they've gone ahead and gone and created a clear path for you, or they've already corrected the situation. And the other thing is, it's up to you to decide that you're ready to make this happen. You're ready to make this so that you're going to trust. You've decided to trust the fairies. You've decided to trust the angels. You've decided that you're worthy, that you've decided that you can accept it. Here's the thing, and all of us need to lean in and listen to this, because oftentimes we will have many success stories, but we're afraid to go for the big leagues, the major leagues. And let me tell you, there is no difference from you manifesting the little itty bitty things to the major, major, wonderful things, except your attitude. That's that director. So if you will really stay open to, you know what, I do deserve it. You know what, I accept I am worthy. That statement right there, that affirmation, I want you to be mumbling that all day long, 30 times a day. Really, every time you wash your hands, look at yourself in the mirror. I accept I am worthy and deserving. I accept I am able to receive all these blessings. However you want to say it, but I want that accept in your I accept, ACCEPT. I am accepting, because that action of receiving and accepting, it's like accepting a compliment. How many times do we have a hard time accepting a compliment? Well, now we're changing that. That was in the past, and we are certainly not taking that negative habit into the future. So you're going to accept that you're amazing. You're going to accept how wonderful you are, how deserving you are, because you truly, truly are. So please get on my mailing list if you haven't already, to make sure that you can get the first dibs. I'm meeting with Katie to make sure that how to upload it to my website on the $12 Merkaba thing. So masterclass and Merkaba and my December goodies. The other thing is, let's see. I thought there was one more thing that I wanted to say about that. Well, just sign up. Now, the other thing is, remember your new moon intentions. It's going to be powerful. It's important that you're going to set them because of this portal day. Same day, babe. Same day. That new moon in Sagittarius is going to help you really want to go expand. You're going to find that you're able to stretch yourself, because remember, Sagittarius is ready for the adventure. Sagittarius is a great communicator. So you're going to be able to communicate. This is the target I'm aiming for. I want to get a bullseye. So you're going to be able to communicate that even better. We do know that Mercury goes retrograde the day after. So this time next week, Mercury's retrograde, but we're already in the pre-shadow. So just take some extra time for you. Give yourself extra time. Know that your emails might be glitching, your text messages might be glitching. People may not be understanding. So when you're communicating one thing, that may not be what they're hearing. Don't get upset, don't get frustrated because we do it too. So just be patient and ask clarifying questions. Give everyone the benefit of the doubt, give yourself the benefit of the doubt, and then communicate with your angels to get even more clarity. The other thing I want to remind you is yes, we are absolutely still in Chiron retrograde and Jupiter retrograde. So we have two things that are going to happen at the end of this month, and that's going to be pretty powerful, especially when Chiron goes direct. We're able to suddenly feel like, okay, it it's shifting into that healing. But if you will do the work, really do watch those two videos. They're fabulous. I can't take credit for them. I know they were downloaded from angels. I like working with Chiron because and Chiron is in your astrological chart, but what matters to me is if you know you've got this bitterness, you've got some heartache, you've got something that you're hanging on to, you feel abandoned, you feel maybe uninspired, maybe you always thought you wanted to be a singer and then it just got poo-pooed or something. This is going to help you get realigned, forgive those people, and move forward. You're going to be able to take control back over your destiny. Sometimes we have all of this garbage that swayed us off. Mercury retrograde is actually going to be a great communicator, helping you figure out, oh, this is what went wrong. This is why your angels are all over my nose. But you're going to be able to use that information and shift things around. The other thing about with Jupiter going direct, while Jupiter's retrograding, it's like he is collecting interest. He is collecting interest for you. So if you will start stockpiling, and I went this, I went this, I went this, think about Santa's list that you're making. Like, what would you be writing, asking for Santa this year for Christmas? Well, that's what I want you doing, because Jupiter is watching, and Jupiter is slow and steady. But when he comes around, he is literally like Santa Claus. He has got a big bag of goodies for you. So if you will already start releasing that, and I know we are talking about your house, we are talking about different things going on for different ones of you. So would you please go ahead and make the most of this time. Put your desires out there, set your intentions, and please accept that you are worthy and deserving. I want you to remember that you are made of stardust and you are designed to shine. We can stay from the beginning. Do you all know what I say? Do you know? Karen, it should be, the designer already has it and he's fixing the cover. That's the last thing. And he's amazing. He is absolutely amazing. So I'm a bated breath here. But y'all know you're made from the divine, out of stardust, right? Designed to shine. Yeah. So sparkle on, babe. Shine bright. Thank you for being here. I want to thank you. And you honor yourself. You let yourself know, I've done a great job showing up, because you already got an energetic boost. You already learned more. Your spirits were all gathered together, lifting each other up. You are shining brightly for everyone involved, everyone on this, and everyone watching during the replay. Your light matters. Your voice matters. You are shining so brightly. And I hope you really do honor and celebrate you. Thank you for taking this time for you. And thank you for allowing me to be part of your journey. Mwah. I love you guys.